What's up, you guys? Infinite Space News here. Snapple fact of the day: cats can hear ultrasound. Cats are amazing, I guess. Alright, anyway, first of the news, we have the ISS. Now, you guys don't remember, or you better remember if you watched yesterday's video and videos before that. The ISS had an air leak. They have actually found it. It was in the Zvezda service module, which is where they store scientific equipment. So thank God they actually found it and didn't all suffocate to death, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so anyway, next in the news is ULA. Now, you guys also might remember yesterday that ULA missed their launch that they were scheduling to live stream, and yesterday night they were supposed to do it, but again they missed it because of weather complications. So ULA, I just gotta say, what are you guys doing? Alright, come on now, can't be messing up like this. Alright, come on, fans are waiting. But hope you reschedule it soon. I did not see when they are going to reschedule it. If they are, they probably will, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so here's something that I thought was pretty interesting in the news recently, is that the solar system apparently could have two planes of gravity, or at least that's how I'm interpreting it. So what this means is that there are two, it's like a cross section of things orbiting the sun. So scientists believe this because they see comets at the edge of the solar system and other things at the edges of the solar system that are not orbiting in the same way the planets are. All the planets are roughly, like, if you could draw a line through all of them, they'd be on the same plane. But it seems that there is another plane to the solar system. So, you know what? That's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any serious implications for that, but we'll have to see. Just thought that was pretty cool, though. Alright, anyway, next in the news, we have astronauts. Now, this is possibly going to be a big issue, is astronauts voting. Not really a big issue, because there's not many astronauts, but you know what I mean. And you might be wondering, how do astronauts vote? And it seems pretty obvious. They do it electronically. And they have to quite literally beam down their votes from the ISS and to Earth, of course. But the only problem with that is that these could get hacked. Now, fortunately, they probably will not, because it's the ISS and they're funded by the government, and the government does not get hacked very easily. However, you guys might have seen how mail-in voting is under fire recently, so this electronic voting is definitely going to be under fire. But since it's the government, I see no problem with it. I just figured I'd address that, because some people, I've seen some people thinking that this could be a problem. Also, there's very few astronauts, so I don't see this being a problem anyway. Alright, anyway, next in the news we have an interesting discovery as well about the solar system, and that is Jupiter and Venus. Now, it is theorized recently that Jupiter actually made Venus, or not made Venus, I should say, put Venus in the place it is now. And this is theorized because scientists think that Jupiter was once closer to the Sun, and it made Venus, therefore, closer to the Sun due to its gravity. It moves Venus's position, and this actually brings up an interesting point, that if this is true, it is possible that the Earth could look like Venus does right now, or vice versa. If Jupiter was not near the Sun, perhaps we would have two Earth-like places near us, not just Mars, but maybe Venus too. So I thought that was pretty interesting, something to think about, certainly, that one planet could have such a big impact on our solar system, theoretically. Alright, next in the news, I had to mention my boy Elon at SpaceX over there. Now, they are, as they promised, exploding their S-71 tank. Now, I find SpaceX's methodology quite interesting, because they usually test things to failure to know when it will actually fail, And this is one example of that. And they're done with this prototype, I'm assuming. That's why they're blowing it up. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It was I feel it's like a unique way of doing it, but still very cool. Alright, last thing in news, you guys might have gotten interested in this based on the title, and that is Nano Satellites. These are coming out of the UK. These were made by Glasgow, which I have only briefly heard of before. There's 4 of them. They were launched on September 28th, which is Sunday. I almost forgot what day it was. Now, these are quite interesting to me because they're technically like supercomputers, and they're almost like the size of a microwave. So, really, if you look at normal satellites are very, very big in comparison to this. So I thought this was very cool. Now, these satellites are primarily going to be used for tracking trade globally around the world. So let me know what you think about that. Do you think this is the future satellite? Or do you think this is just a one-off thing that won't really be happening? I think this is a future design. But let me know what you think. And actually, let me know what you think on all of these stories. And while you're doing that, please subscribe so you don't miss more stories in the future. And leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, well, it's alright. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So I will see you next time. And bye for now.